Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Terrifying Tuesday on this channel where we talk about all things horror. And today we've got to talk about Orphan 3. So let's jump right into it. Alright everybody, so first I do want to address the fact that we are not in our normal area that we do videos in. And the reason for that is I had some people over that I had to deal with today, and I was in the process of sort of reorganizing some stuff in that area, and we couldn't get to it. Also, the fact that today was election day, and it's also my birthday, so there was that too. Now, normally on my birthday, when my birthday does fall on Terrifying Tuesday, I'll give you a list of horror movies to watch on your birthday, such as Happy Birthday to Me, Bloody Birthday, and even the Happy Death Day movies, Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day 2, You. And those movies are pretty good. I absolutely love those movies. And that would have been something that we would have talked about today had this other news not come up. But when I woke up this morning, some news had come out that I was really excited to talk about. And that is that Orphan 3 has been confirmed. Now, if you don't know what Orphan is about, Orphan was a 2009 movie starring Isabel Fuhrman. And the plot is a couple that's marriage is strained after the stillbirth of their third child. Now, they are trying to put it all behind them, and they decide to adopt. Of course, they decide to adopt a 9-year-old Russian girl named Esther. And this is where everything goes wrong, because Esther is not what she appears to be by any stretch of the imagination. Esther has a lot of issues, and I don't really want to give out spoilers, even though the movie is from 2009. It has made the list of movies with the most shocking twists that you could ever see on film. It has made that list of movies, and therefore I really don't want to tell you what the ending entails. However, it's not that hard for you to find other places. Esther has issues. We'll just leave it at that. Now, Esther is, of course, played by Isabel Fuhrman in the movie. Now, fast forward all the way to 2022. And in 2022, we got a sequel, or rather a prequel, called Orphan First Kill. Now, this movie focuses on Esther before she falls into the hands of this couple. And the movie is extraordinary. The movie is violent. It is great. It is so wonderful because Isabel Fuhrman continues on with the role. But in this movie, she is actually in her 20s. So now it's a 20-year-old playing an 9-year-old little girl, and it's just insane. Because through some movie magic and a lot of camera angles, they managed to make this work. And they managed to make it work really flawlessly almost. Sure, you could notice in some scenes that she's a lot older than what she's supposed to be. But that is something that you have to overlook. It's kind of one of those things where you just have to use suspension of disbelief. Now, being that the movie is a prequel, it kind of gives a little bit of history as to some of the things that we see Esther do in the original Orphan. Some of the things are nice little Easter eggs and nods to things she will do in the original movie. But it's one of those cases where I feel a little bit weird telling you to watch Orphan First Kill before Orphan. If you have never seen Orphan, you owe it to yourself to watch that one first, because the twist at the end and everything about this movie is brilliant. And Isabel Fuhrman does an amazing job in the role. And then if you haven't seen Orphan and you watch it, watch Orphan First Kill after that. because it is amazing too. And it really showcases her talents. The fact that she is actually able to make you believe that she is still the age she was when they did the first movie. So that's really cool as well. And then you have this thing where it is going to give you more context as well into the first movie. So definitely check it out. Now, if you have seen the first movie, but you haven't seen Orphan First Kill, then you owe it to yourself to watch them both in chronological order, because the two of them in chronological order complement each other so much. When I woke up this morning and I found out that Orphan was getting a third film, I immediately, at 5 o'clock this morning, popped in Orphan First Kill. And then I watched Orphan immediately after it, just to kind of try to remember all the little Easter eggs and things that they throw in. And it is done brilliantly. It is so good. So I love the fact that they are doing another movie. Now that brings us to this third movie. The announcement was made early this morning, or rather yesterday probably, but I heard about it this morning and couldn't wait to share it with you guys. Dark Castle is producing Orphan 3 with Alex Mace of Geonosis Films. David Leslie Johnson McGoldrick will also serve as executive producer, and Lionsgate is handling the international sales. The original movie opened up with 12.8 million domestic and finalized at 41.5 million and neared 78 million worldwide. And the second film, a prequel, did pretty good as well. It actually had a day and date theatrical run, which means it aired in theaters the same day that it aired on demand, and it still grossed over 45 million worldwide, which is pretty good. And it's also telling of the cast. Now, this is kind of the cool thing here too, that the movie is announced as going into production, but it's being kept under wraps. And it is also important to realize that you have the people that were responsible returning. Writer David Cogshell, who did Orphan First Kill, and William Brent Bell are both back. And this is actually very interesting because William Brent Bell did a wonderful job of directing the prequel, and I'm excited to see him come back and do this. I think this movie is going to be absolutely great. I can't wait to share details with you on what the plot will be once we start to get some details coming in. Because as of right now, they are keeping it under wraps and not really telling us anything at all. But I think pretty soon we will start to get details about what this movie could be about, whether or not it's going to be another prequel, which I highly doubt, or whether this is going to follow the events of the original film, which would be interesting as well, being how that film actually ends. But whatever it is that we get information-wise, I will be sharing with you guys. But that is where I am going to leave it off to you guys. I want to know what you guys think. If you saw the original, what did you think? If you saw the prequel, what did you think? And what do you think of the franchise itself? Do you think that it deserved a sequel? Do you think that it deserves to have a third film made? As always, we want to know what you guys think. Make sure you're leaving us that comment in the comment box, letting us know what you think. Don't forget to share this video with all of your friends. They're going to want to be a part of this conversation as well. And then don't forget to hit that like button. It's free. It helps the channel, and we really do appreciate it. And then Miko says we need more subscribers. And look at this face. You don't want to disappoint Miko. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell while you're down there so you don't miss a single video we do. And then friends, at the end of the day, I know it, you know it, and Miko knows it. Fandom is family.